Hey, love.
Hello, Beverly. I love you. And hello to all of you. My name is Bill, and I'm living large and loving life in Olympia, Washington. I have no idea what the date is. July 27th, maybe 28th. Tonight we're going to talk about something that isn't pleasant. There's no way to sugarcoat this one. We're going to talk about the Spirit Lake Nation, or reservation, if you will, in North Dakota. I'm going to start with a quote from Martin Luther King, who said that injustice anywhere is injurious to justice everywhere. Injustice anywhere is injurious to justice everywhere. In other words, I don't live in North Dakota. I live in Olympia, Washington. I really have no vested interest in what's happening in the Spirit Lake Nation of North Dakota. I know a few people who live there. Okay, I have relatives there. But in the grand scheme of things, there are 7 billion people on this planet. Why am I doing a video about murder and child abuse on an Indian reservation that I'm not affected by? Well, the fact of the matter is I'm affected by it because I'm a human being. And anyone who says differently, I don't need to know that person. I think as a civilization, we have crawled into the hole and pulled the covering over the hole so that the boogeyman can't get to us anymore. And it's gotten so bad that we allow things to happen and no one speaks up. Children are being murdered and abused, and especially abused daily on the Spirit Lake reservation, and very little is being done about it. This did not all start with the murders of the Dubois kids in 2011. This abuse has been going on for a long time. And unfortunately, 2 kids had to die in order for people to start speaking up. They were brutally beaten, raped, and stabbed, 9 years old and 6 years old. Took 14 months to arrest someone, and Chairman Yankton, I got to tell you, you didn't arrest the right person. Because the eyewitness to the event said it was a bald man. And I know darn well the person you arrested is not bald. And people that are close to the situation know that they did not arrest the right man. There is a bald man who's a registered sex offender in the Spirit Lake Nation. Chairman Yankton, do you know who that would be? Look in your family tree, you might be able to find him. Nepotism is something that's, as old as the ages. In any government position, there has always been nepotism, not only in this country but throughout the world. When nepotism has as its cost the innocence of children, then there's a serious problem. Chairman Yankton, if you had any inkling of what it's like to be a human being, you would just step down. Because people are going to keep coming at you until the world sees what a farce you are as a human being. It is not all right for children to be abused. It's not all right for women to be abused. It's not all right for children to be raped. It's not all right for women to be raped. There is no justification for it. And if people on the Spirit Lake Nation Reservation are not doing everything they can to stop it, then shame on you. And shame on all of you. This isn't a white man talking down to the Indians right now. This is a human being talking to other human beings, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's inexcusable. Cost a 9-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy their lives, and oh gee, less than a month ago it cost a 2-month-old girl her life because she was neglected. 2 months old. Not much of a shot at life. Because the people of Spirit Lake aren't doing their job. We've reached a point as a civilization where we either have to decide we're going to take back our humanity or we're just going to give up completely. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand how we've reached this point. I don't understand it. There'll be some of those out there that hear this and they're not Indian. They're going to say, well, that's too bad. This is an autonomous nation. They wanted to have their own government. Now let them handle it. It has nothing to do with an autonomous nation. This has to do with humanity. These are innocent kids that cannot defend themselves. Who's going to do it for them? If the autonomous Indian nation can't do it, then someone else needs to. This can't happen in the United States of America. Inexcusable. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness has to stand for every damn citizen in this country, or it stands for nobody. I mourned for those two kids, and I didn't even know them. I mourn for the ones that are going through abuse right now. And I don't know them. People of Spirit Lake, people of the United States, whoever sees this, somebody has to stand up and do something. Call the governor of North Dakota. Call the congressman of North Dakota. Call the senators of North Dakota. Organize a rally. Do something. I know there's violence on the reservation. I know that people have been sought out for speaking against this. I know that homes have been burned. I know that people have been fired. I know that people whose their lives have been threatened. Find a way. Because that can't be any worse than a 9-year-old girl getting raped, beaten, and strangled. We're in this together. We're in it together. I'm 63 years old. What have I got? 20 years, if I'm lucky. 20 on the outside. How bad is it going to be after I die in 20 years? How many people are going to be, crawling into the hole and praying to God it doesn't happen to them? Take back your lives. The boogeyman will not stand up against you if you stand up against him en masse. Chairman Yankton, we are aware of your evil, and you're going down. Your days are numbered. The power of the internet is more powerful than you. And I'll tell you something else, the power of humanity is more powerful than you. If you can't do your job, then people need to remove you. I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching. Do something for the kids.